Vrushali and you are watching Vrusharaj Classes YouTube channel. Whenever we borrow amount, either from bank or from any society, okay, or from any person, we borrow the amount. While returning, we never return the same amount. Means suppose if we borrow 1 lakh from the bank and we are going to return it within 1 year's time. So bank will not allow us to pay only 1 lakh rupees. We will have to pay some extra amount on that 1 lakh rupees, and that extra amount is called as interest. The amount which we borrow is our principal amount, and the extra amount what we pay is called as interest. So the total amount what we pay to the bank is principal amount plus this interest. So how this interest is calculated? For this there are different methods. Yes, because bank means they don't just calculate interest randomly. Okay, you have taken 1 lakh rupees, so you pay 10,000 extra or you pay 5,000 extra. No, there are fixed rules for that. So how that interest is calculated? For that there are two special ways, or we can say there are two specific ways to calculate this interest. One simple method is simple interest and the another method is compound interest. So in this video, we are going to talk about simple interest and compound interest as well. First of all, what is the basic difference in this simple interest and compound interest? That we will check. Okay, what is the basic difference? Then later, how this simple interest is calculated and how this compound interest is calculated. So all these things will be explained in this video. So for that, you have to watch this video till end. If you want to understand the concept of compound interest properly, you will have to watch this video till end. Before I start this concept, I would like to request all my viewers to subscribe our channel. Please check whether you have subscribed our channel or no. If not yet subscribed, please do press that subscribe button and subscribe, so that you will get the regular updates of such useful videos. Now let's start with our today's concept, that is simple interest and compound interest. We will consider one example. Let's say we are borrowing 1 lakh rupees. Okay, we'll consider 1 lakh. We are borrowing rupees 1 lakh. And let's say for 3 years. Borrowing 1 lakh rupees for 3 years, and bank is charging the interest at the rate of 10%. Now the meaning of this rate 10% means for every 100 rupees, 10 rupees is charged. Yes, in that 1 lakh rupees, for every 100 rupees, rupees 10 is charged. This is the meaning of rate of interest. Now the first simple method to calculate interest is simple interest. And we have one simple formula to find simple interest. That is PTR upon 100. P is the principal amount, the amount which we have borrowed. T is the number of years, for how many years we are going to borrow that amount, means within what period we are going to return that amount, and R is rate of interest. P is 1 lakh time 3 years, and rate of interest is 10 upon 100. 0, 0 cancel. Fine. Now here 1000 into 3 into 10. 30,000 rupees we have to pay as interest. So how much amount we will have to pay to the bank after 3 years? Amount is the principal amount what we borrow plus the interest. So how much we have borrowed here? 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh plus 30,000, which is 1 lakh 30,000. This is the amount what we have to pay after 3 years to the bank. So this is one simple method to calculate the simple interest. Now as I said, there is one more type of interest, that is compound interest. Now what is the difference between simple interest and compound interest? That I will make you clear first. See here, for simple interest, what formula did we apply? PTR upon 100. PTR upon 100. And here, all 3 years we consider in this formula. So, what is the meaning of this? For all the 3 years, they calculate the interest on this 1 lakh rupees. Okay, whatever interest we are going to pay is only on this 1 lakh rupees. But the case of compound interest is not so. In compound interest, what they do? They calculate the interest only for 1 year. Okay, first they calculate the interest for 1 year, add that in your principal amount, then that is going to be the principal amount for the second year. Then for the second year, again they calculate interest, add that interest in that principal amount, and that is going to be the principal for the third year. Again they calculate the interest for third year, add in that principal amount what we consider for the third year, and finally we get the amount what we have to pay to the bank. Okay, now with the same example, let's see how compound interest is calculated, and also let's check whether there is any difference in the simple interest and compound interest. So we will just remember, yes, simple interest is 30,000 and after 3 years we have to pay 1,30,000 to the bank. Now let's check the same case for compound interest. How much amount we are borrowing? 1 lakh. P is 1 lakh. For how much time? 3 years, and rate of interest is 10%. First we will find interest for only 1 year, first year. Okay. So we will consider only first year. Now for first year, as we are calculating interest only for 1 year, time period is going to be 1 year. Okay, formula for simple interest, PTR upon 100. We are borrowing 1 lakh rupees for 1 year. Rate of interest is 10 upon 100. Okay, we will cancel this 0, this 0. What we get here? 10,000. Okay, this is the interest what we have to pay for first year. Now as I said, this 10,000 is added in our principal amount. So here amount P plus I, 1 lakh plus 10,000 is 1,10,000. Okay. Now for this second year, this is going to be your principal amount. Now let's calculate the interest for second year. Now for second year, P is 1,10,000. T, 1 year, because we are going to calculate interest again only for 1 year. Rate of interest is 10%. Okay. Now let's find interest. PTR upon 100. Now here P is 1,10,000 into 1 year into rate of interest 10 upon 100. 0, 0, 0, cancel. Now what we have here? 11,000. Now here interest. Okay, interest is 11,000. So what is the amount? After 2 years, P plus I is equal to, our principal amount for the second year was 1,10,000 plus interest 11,000. So 1,10,000 plus 11,000 is 1,21,000. Is 1,21,000 is the amount after 2 years. Now for the third year, this is going to be your principal amount. Now let's calculate the interest for third year. Third year, P P is 1,21,000. Time, again 1 year, because we are calculating interest only for one year. Rate of interest is 10%. Let's find interest. Simple interest is PTR upon 100. P is 1,21,000 into 1 into 10 upon 100. 0, 0, 0 cancel. Now what is the amount here? Here we have 12,100. This is the interest for third year, 12,100. Now what is the amount to be paid after 3 years? Here amount is this P plus I. Principal amount is 1,21,000. 1,21,000 plus I is 12,100. Let's add this now. 1,21,000 plus 12,100. So the amount what we get here is rupees 1,33,100. So here we have to pay 1,33,100. What was our simple interest? So if interest is calculated by the simple interest method, the amount to be paid was 1,30,000, right? It was 1,30,000 and here it is 1,33,100. So what is the difference here? Let's check the difference also. 1,33,100 minus 1,30,000. 0, 0, 1, 3. So if the interest is calculated by the method of compound interest, the person will have to pay 3,100 extra. So this is the difference between simple interest and compound interest. But are we going to find the compound interest by this method? Suppose if the number of years is 4, 5, 6. Are we going to solve this 5 times, 6 times? No. We have one simple formula to find compound interest. We have one simple ready-made formula to find the compound interest. So let's check what is that formula and how we can find the compound interest by easy method. We will consider this same example and let's check by that formula whether we get this same answer or no. As I said, we have a simple formula to find compound interest. So what's that formula? In compound interest, we don't have formula to find interest. We have the formula where we get direct amount. So here amount is equal to P into 1 plus R upon 100 to the power of n. P is the principal amount, the amount which we borrow. R is rate of interest and here n is number of years. Now in this case the amount what we borrow is 1 lakh. Rate of interest is 10% and number of years is 3 years. Let's substitute and find the answer. P is 1 lakh into 1 plus R. R is 10. 10 upon 100 and here number of years is 3. Okay. 1 lakh into. Here let's solve this bracket part. 1 plus 1 upon 10. 1 plus 1 upon 10 here in the bracket we get denominator is 10. 10 into 1 is 10 plus 1 11. This bracket simplification is quite easy. You can directly solve and write the value here in this bracket to the power of 3. So here 1 lakh into 11 upon 10 into 11 upon 10 into 11 upon 10. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel. 11 into 11 into 11. 11 into 11 into 11. 11 cube. 11 cube is 1331. 1331 into 100. 133,100. This is the amount. 1,33,100. So amount is 1,33,100. The amount which we have borrowed is 1 lakh, and here compound interest we have to find in this way. Amount minus the principal amount, we get the compound interest, which is 33,100. So we have like this one simple formula where we get directly the amount if the interest is calculated by this method. Means if the interest is compound interest. Okay. Now again, apart from this, there are some different methods how this compound interest are calculated. Yearly and half yearly. So what is the difference? How the compound interest is calculated yearly and half yearly? So this concept I will explain in my next video with 1 or 2 examples. So I think in this video the difference between simple interest and compound interest is quite clear. How we calculate simple interest and how we calculate compound interest. Hope even this part is quite clear. Apart from this, if you have any queries regarding this topic, you can drop your queries in our comment box. And I request all the students to share this video among your friends. Share such important videos among your friends. And by this time, all of you might have subscribed our channel. So let's meet in our next video with the concept of the compound interest calculated yearly and half yearly. Thank you so much for watching this video.